Alright, this is a quick introduction to playing keyboard. And before I continue, I'd like to let you know that keyboard or piano as an instrument is the bedrock of all musical instruments. That means if you can learn how to play the keyboard, you can actually know a few things about other musical instruments just by learning the keyboard, because the electronic keyboard has a lot of functionalities in it, built in it, that can help you to learn one or two things and more things about other musical instruments. That being said, I'll continue, and then we'll start by knowing more about the keyboard with the white keys and the black keys. The white keys are named after the first 7 letters of the English alphabet, while the black keys borrow their names from the white keys. I'll repeat. The white keys are named after the first 7 letters of the English alphabet. But the the black keys do not have name on their own. They borrow their names from the white key, depending on what direction you're moving on the keyboard. For example, if you are coming from the left, the lowest octave on the keyboard, towards the right, upward like that, in ascending order, that's in ascending order, we refer to the black keys as sharp. Alright? We refer to any of the black key as sharp. When you're moving from the top right or from the right downward the keyboard to the left, descending, that's in descending order. And then we refer to the black keys as flats. Alright? We refer to the black keys as flats. Now, back to the white keys. In English alphabet, the first 11 letters are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When you get to G, you go back to A. If you're starting all over again, A can be your starting point again, then in that circle. But for the sake of this tutorial, we'll be starting with the letter C. Because my keyboard here starts with the letter C. With the key C. Your keyboard may start with A, it may start with E or F. How do you know which is yours? The black keys are into 2 groups. We have the group of 2 black keys, the group of 3 black keys, 2 black keys, group of 2 black keys across the keyboard, and the group of 4 black keys across the keyboard. Alright? Now for you to identify which of the white key is C. It's the first white key before any 2 black keys. Alright? The first white key before any 2 black keys. That is C. Now, let us now identify other white keys, starting from C in alphabetical order. So if I start from C in alphabetical order, I have D as the next one. So the next white key is D. E, F, G, A, B. So we've completed 7. Now we'll come back here, we'll come back to the same white key, which is C, as the same where we started from, back here again. And if we continue from here, we have, again, we repeat the process: D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if you continue, continue the same. E, F, G, A, B, C. Now what is this saying? When you complete the 7 letters, you repeat at the octave. Octave means 8, so you have 8 notes within an octave. For example, if I start from, I'm going to be using this C as my reference point. Alright, so if I start from here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from this C to this C right here is an octave that comprises 7 to 8 notes. The 8th note repeats the first note at the 8th position. So I have an octave. Now if I should start from here, the lowest, which is the first C on my keyboard, to this one, that's one octave. This is another octave. This is another octave. Another octave. And so I have 5 octave keyboard right here with me. Yours might be longer. You can find out how many octaves yours keys. You can just locate your C and locate the octave and then repeat the process. Alright, now let us identify the black keys. As said earlier, when you're moving from the left to the right upward in ascending order, we refer to the black keys as sharp. Now I'm going to start with my reference C again. So if I move in ascending order from this C to the next black key, I'm going to call this black key C sharp. C sharp. But if I'm coming from my right down to the left, walking down, I'm going to refer to the same black key as D flat, because I'm coming from the key of D, the white key, which is D, walking down to the black key. I'm going to name it D flat. So this black key now has 2 names but produces one sound, and that is just enharmonic spelling. We refer to that as enharmonic spelling. 2 different names but one sound, depending on what direction you're locating the note. So if you are coming from this white key, which is C, in ascending order, we refer to the black key as C sharp. If you're coming from the D and walking downward to the left, we refer to it in descending order as D flat. The same applies to the rest of the keys. So if I start with C, I'm going to say C sharp, D. Remember, I'm ascending. I'm going to refer to this as D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then we repeat C again. So if I continue, I'm going to repeat the same process: C sharp, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. That's in ascending order. I refer to all the black keys as sharp. Now in descending order, from the right down to the left. So I'm going to start from C right here, and I have B flat. Remember, I'm coming from the white key in descending order to the nearest black key. So I'm going to refer to the black key that I'll be locating, and I'll refer to it as flat. A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E That's just the same way you do it for all octaves, regardless of which octave you are on the keyboard. Now let's talk about the fingering used in playing the keyboard. So for both ends, you have 5 fingers each. Thumb is 1 in your right hand. Thumb is also 1 in your left hand. So if you have thumb as 1, you have finger 1 as 2. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For your left hand, it's the same. 1, your thumb is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And whenever you want to play, you have to start with your pinky, which is your 5 in your left hand. Alright? And when you want to start playing with your right hand, you start with your 1, which is your thumb. Alright? So this is basically for the start and for the introductory exercises that you'll be playing, because you'll be playing and starting those exercises with your pinky, and for your right hand, your 1. Your pinky is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For your right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright? So both thumb in both hands represent 1. And then till next time, remember to memorize the letter names that we use to represent sound in music. The first 7 letters of the English alphabet, that's all you need to get started. And the key of C will be our major key for the preparatory lessons and for the exercises that we'll be doing. Thank you.